Hey guys, Casey here again. Wanted to talk to you about some of the more negative sides of owning property for profit. We want to prepare you as your management company for the risk side of the business. I always tell clients, and have experienced this myself, that as soon as we turn a property into a rental, we turn it into an investment, and with an investment there comes risk. And sometimes through good management practices, we can reduce that risk significantly, but we can't altogether eliminate it. So we want to prepare you for what to expect, what to plan for. And the first one starts with really understanding that because there's risk in owning the property, we want to buffer against that risk by having sufficient financial reserves. It's our recommendation to you that you have 2 or 3 months in rent revenue set aside for your property, so that when the tenant pays late, if you can dip into those reserves and pay the mortgage that month, it's not going to be a significant problem. Or if the tenant abandons or it has to be evicted, you still have the ability to sustain the investment because you have sufficient reserves. One significant advantage of working with us is we can provide that reserve account for you. Essentially, you can come to us and say, hey, I want to put $75 a month away for the rainy day fund, and we handle that for you. You see the credit, or you see the debit on your statement each month, and you see the total accruing balance as it accrues. So that's something we strongly recommend. We want to prepare you for evictions. Evictions take place. We have very few, comparatively speaking, to the market average, but we do still have them. And what we want to do with an eviction is when a transaction starts to fail, we want to be aggressive and timely in our approach to that. We don't want to peel the Band-Aid off slowly. It's in our best interest, your best interest, to just rip that Band-Aid off quickly. So when we know that a tenant is no longer going to comply with the lease sufficiently, or the payment issues have gotten so significant that it's time to terminate, we work aggressively with our attorney to push that process through quickly and efficiently so that we're not drawing it out, we're not making it more painful for you and the tenant by drawing it out as well. So we take a lot of pride in that. Most evictions take somewhere between 3 to 5 weeks. And so yes, you are going to lose some rent in that process, but the other thing we try to do is help you in collecting those funds. Money management companies are going to pretty well turn that balance over to you and say, yes, the tenant owes you a few $1,000s, good luck collecting that. What we do instead is say, no, let's help our client locate those funds. Let's help them recuperate those funds. So what we do is we'll place that with a collection firm, and then we coordinate with that collection firm on your behalf to try to recuperate that lost revenue. Ultimately, we can eliminate all risk, but we want to just prepare you for what's coming down the line. We want to do everything we can to reduce that risk on your behalf, and then when something goes south, we try to move proactively and aggressively to reduce the pain in that process. So we'll do our best, and we appreciate your business.